Hey, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am a creative coach and an independent demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do 3 Stamp with Shel video tutorials each week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. You can find these videos on my Stamp with Shel Facebook page, my Stamp with Shel YouTube channel, or on my blog, www.shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com. My blog post will have photos and links as well as the full tutorial with measurements and instructions, so that if you like the card, that you can recreate it easily for yourself. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime at andersonshel@gmail.com. If you live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you live in Canada and you would like to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you give me a shout anytime, either by email at andersonshel@gmail.com or by phone at 204-232-7744, and I can help you out with that. All right, that is all the business side. Let's get on to the fun side. Today we are going to be making a different card. I've never made one of these before, so we're going to do this together. I have not even tried it once, so we're going to learn together. For my card today, I'm using the Snow Crystal stamp set, and I'm going to use a greeting up from the Sparkling Snowflake bundle, the Make the Season Sparkle. And I'm using the fabulous Deckled Circles dies. Alright, we're also going to be doing some heat embossing today. I have my Embossing Buddy and some clear embossing powder and some Versamark ink. Alright, so we're just going to put all the bits of our card aside. This is the second largest Deckled Circle. It is almost 5.5 inches. And what I've done is I put this in my paper trimmer and I put a score line here at the 4.25 inch mark. Find a bone folder and we will burnish that flat. Now that's going to be important because this needs to be able to fit on the front of our card. Next, I am going to bring in my Stamparatus, and we are going to use this today when we do our stamping. Now I am going to open this flat so that I get a good impression. And we're going to bring in our stamp, and this is a large stamp. So I'm going to position it like so. So we're going to have to move these magnets around to accommodate. And we will pick that up, and now I have too many things underneath here for a red rubber stamp. Let me pull this. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. The lights are falling. Alright. Never a dull moment. Might have been easier had I taken the magnets off, right? Alright. Let's get this happening again. We're going to plop our snowflake on there. Something like that. And put our magnets on, and now we'll pick up our stamp. Alright. First step, Embossing Buddy. Very, very important because we want to make sure that that embossing powder sticks only where we want it to. So let's do that. Then we are going to ink up our stamp in Versamark. This is a watermark stamp. It's just a clear ink, but it takes a while for this to dry, which makes it great because we want to emboss. So it's going to stay sticky and our embossing powder is going to stick to it. Now, this is very hard to see. I've got it off camera into the sunlight behind me and it looks good. So I'm going to remove these magnets. And we are going to put some clear embossing powder all over our image. And this is going to stick wherever we stamped, and hopefully nowhere else. All right, I just gave that a flick off camera. Now I want to clean up this little mess, and I did that on purpose over this because there's always little stray bits of embossing powder. No matter how hard you try not to make a mess, there always is, always. And even at that, I got it all over the place. Go figure. All right, we'll just set that aside. We'll clean that after. I'm going to close up my ink pad. And we are going to have a heat tool here. We're going to turn on the heat tool and get it warmed up. And then we're going to emboss this. There we go. I don't know whether the camera's picking this up or not. I'm hoping so. This heat tool is going to melt this embossing powder, making it shiny. And you have to make sure it's all melted or it will brush off. All right, I think we're good there. Now, I need a piece of scrap paper. Wanted to make sure there was no dark blue ink on this. Actually, I should leave that right here. And we're going to grab some Balmy Blue ink. If I can find it right in front of you. There it is. And I'm just going to load up my brush. And I'm just going to start applying ink. All around this image. And as I apply the ink, you will notice that the ink does not stick to the embossed area. basically the snowflake is going to pop out of that paper. You can make it as light or as dark as you like. I'm going to fold this over again so I can get this edge. Isn't that pretty? Right now you see me concentrating the darkest or the heaviest concentration of ink right on the middle of the snowflake. There. I think I'm happy with that. Now, the next step is to take a cloth or a tissue or a piece of paper towel and just rub over the surface of the embossing. You'll see you get a little bit where the ink is just laid on top of that embossing. So you want to remove that so it's nice and pops, right? So there we have that piece for our card. And now we're going to bring in all these other bits. Okay, we'll save those for later. I have a piece of Poppy Parade that is, I should admit, how long is that? It is 6 inches by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. And to that, we are going to add some Snowflake DSP, and this is from the A Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper pack. It's on page 2, I believe, of the mini catalog. And that is on the last chance list, as is 99% of the items in that catalog. And we are just going to pop that right there. Beautiful. Now I have a piece of Balmy Blue and a piece of basic white. And we are just going to layer these two together. Oh, I gotta stop. I forgot. We have to sandwich this in between. So let's get some glue on here, and let's get some glue on here. All right, let's try this and do it right. So what's going to be the easiest way to do this? I think I'm going to do this way first. Fold this in half and center it along that side. And then this gets centered centered. There we go. That gets centered in there. I got a couple of little spots of glue there that I have to remove or I'll be gluing my card shut. I'll take care of the rust with the glue eraser. All right, now we'll give that a burnish. See how pretty that is? All right, we're a little warped from our heat, but that's okay. We'll get it into shape here. There we go. All right, now we just need to decide which way we want to do it. Do we want it coming across from the right? Or do we want it coming across from the left? I think from the right. So now this piece gets centered on the inside. You can do it going whichever way you prefer. And we're just going to center that up like so. And then we have a gatefold. There we go. That looks better. Only the gates are different shapes. How cool is that? Now we need to do some embellishment and a greeting. So let's grab the greeting from the sparkling snowflakes that says, we can do winter greetings. Let's do winter greetings. I think that'll fit on there. I like that. Let's do that. All right, I need a block. And I need a full mat because those stamps do not have any cushioning on them. And what color shall I do this greeting? I think the Balmy Blue would get lost. I think the red would be too much, so I think I'll just go with black. And wish me luck. Sorry if my head's in the way. Not too shabby. I can live with that. Now I need my little paper trimmer, and we will cut this down to size. Something like that. Maybe straighten this edge out a little bit. All right. Now I have some leftover foil here, so I think we should use a piece of this foil to, oh, I just had an idea, to mat this greeting out. So what I'm going to do is, there goes my light again. Wow, I'm having difficulties with that light. I'm just going to glue it right to the foil, and then we will trim it to the size we want. So something like that. good. So there is our winter greetings. Kind of like that with that foil. And we can put that on some dimensionals. Oh, I have some minis right here. Let's use them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will do. And a paper piercer. And then that we're going to pop right in the middle of our snowflake. Beautiful. Now the only thing that we have left to do is some embellishment of some sort. So let me grab my box of tricks here. I'm thinking these sparkly sequins would be the cat's meow. I think. And one more. I want another big one. There we have it. Look at all that sparkly goodness. There is how it opens. So there you have it. That is our fun fold card for today, and you see how easy that was to make. Super, super simple. So that is my challenge to you folks. My challenge is for you to make one of these cards and send me a picture. I would love to see it. Super, super easy to make, and it's a happy surprise for the recipient, right? It's something different. You don't have to make a winter card. Use what you have. Just get a circle or the deckled circles, whatever you have, make a big circle and try one of these cards. I'd love to see what you come up with. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Have a happy day.